I'm a bird, mother. I'm a bird.
Visa cooked for Hypocritical collab after recently censoring similar problematic games. Okay. This is the thumbnail. This caught my attention right away. Let's go. Let's get it.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So today we're going to be once again talking about more censorship related concerns stemming from payment processors like Visa and MasterCard. Recently, these companies have been on a crusade trying to ban and censor video games they find problematic on platforms like Steam and itch.io. However, today we're going to be looking at an example of Visa being a blatant hypocrite, completely discarding.
Call me shocked. Absolutely. Call me shocked. Call me surprised, like shocked, I tell you, shocked.
Their own values because the partnership they're now aligning with can make them money. This is a partnership with a company that normally they would try to ban or censor based on the content of the games they produce.
Tell me
more. But this time, unlike the indie devs they have targeted so far, this time they can make money, so they've completely abandoned their principles. Now, as always, make sure to like, comment, or subscribe to help.
But what about their representation? What about their brand representation? What about their brand look, you know? What happened to that?
Share this video in the algorithm and fight back against these ridiculous acts of censorship. Now, just like a lot of the recent videos we've made about censorship, it all comes back to collective shout. Now, for those who have not seen the previous episodes of Dragon Ball, I'm going to sum up this situation very quickly. So, Collective Shout is a small group of feminists coming out of Australia who have been largely ignored for years and years as they've tried to get various problematic forms.
And now we know when we ignore the problems, it doesn't go away.
No, it doesn't.
I hope it showed that to everyone. Just because you ignore it doesn't mean it's not there.
Forms of content banned, and over the past couple of months they have switched their strategy to something else that is working for them. They are now going after payment processors instead of going directly after developers. This has been incredibly effective for them. This has gotten thousands of games banned or censored on Steam and itch.io, and this is a convergence of agenda. Payment processors like Visa and MasterCard, they've been censoring what they deem problematic for years, mainly targeting Japanese platforms.
And after that, what happened? GOG stepped in. Get your games for free over at GOG.
GOG's like, peep this.
You want dicks, you want vaginas, you want tits? We got it all.
Platforms and services. And now you have Collective Shout, basically a useful idiot, come around and start targeting Steam and itch.io, especially in the West. And Visa and MasterCard agree with their agenda, and now they're helping them censor and ban countless games they deem problematic. But the backlash from this has been quick and severe. In fact, Visa and MasterCard...
Not quick and severe enough. I think... This is what I'm saying, why people are stupid, right? It started with anime and everyone like, oh, who cares? It's just anime. And now it's like onto the games and everyone's like, oh, hold up. Wait. I thought it was for anime. And here we are now. Everyone's panicking.
Have reportedly been overwhelmed by the number of complaints that still file in by the thousands every single day. People are very tired of these companies telling them what legal content they're allowed to purchase or not. And MasterCard made a statement about 2 weeks ago where they came out and just blatantly lied. They said that they have no such involvement with any of these recent waves of censorship and banning. And you can see...
I love the fact that we're living in a time that companies are getting community noted. I love this so much. I don't know why. Like, it doesn't really do much, but it's just so, like, it's like a balm on my heart. Just seeing companies getting community noted.
There's plenty of sources to say that, yes, they were directly putting pressure on platforms like Steam to remove problematic legal content. And now people are looking at Visa. Who is the real troublemaker?
So is this the Visa rebrand?
Disgusting.
Did you guys see Crackle Barrel did a rebrand rebrand and their stock plummeted.
Damn.
Hold on. It was actually really funny. It was so freaking funny. Look at this.
Holy. It just. Wow.
They went from the original, which is still cannot believe it. Okay, so they went from this, right? To this, and this hold on. Where is it? And this happened. It's so random.
Is this the definition of they thought they did a thing
No.
and then got smacked down for it?
This reminded me of the Cracker Barrel.
Oh no.
Maker out of the two. They pretty much dominate all payment processing services. So MasterCard's kind of trying to bluff their way through this, but Visa hasn't said much. In fact, Visa's been doing a lot of attempts to garner goodwill and good PR, including posts like this, announcing their big collab with the FIFA World Cup. Well, as you can see, they got 38 likes, almost 700 comments when this was posted on the 1st of August.
Ooh.
And everyone's just going through saying, hey, at FIFA World Cup. Just a reminder that Visa, due to the imposition of censorship regulations based on their morality point of view against video games, they have positioned themselves in a radioactive position worldwide in putting all their partners in jeopardy. If you'll
Hold up. You think that FIFA is gonna give a damn? The company who's literally hiring people who are, not even joking, being labor slaved and dying while building the stadiums? Do you really think FIFA is gonna give a damn? I think people need a reality check how vile and disgusting of a company, not Visa, FIFA is.
tagging Elon Musk and JD Vance, telling them to check out these people. Also, you guys are going to cease to exist in 10 years if you don't bend the knee, just letting you know. I won't watch FIFA World Cup unless FIFA publicly distance themselves from Visa, which censors.
This is such weird virtue signaling through a FIFA. Like, FIFA is a heinous company. Like, literally, let me show you the person in charge of FIFA. He looks like the bad guy from a James Bond movie.
He does. The board of FIFA looks like they're freaking criminal mastermind.
Yeah.
Content at its whim. You get the point. But there was a new collaboration, one that caught many people by surprise. Honkai Impact 3rd. Obviously, this is a Hoyoverse
Oh.
product, and if you think about the type of content that Visa and MasterCard has gone after, especially in East Asia, you're like, whoa, why are they aligning themselves with this company that has all kinds of fan service, including with lolly characters and stuff like that, that seems radioactive to Steam or to
So obviously, I'm not gonna pull up loot stuff for obvious reasons. But for people who don't know how the characters there look, and just a reminder, Visa collective shout through Visa and MasterCard, we're going after games that present a lot, and again, not gonna pull it up on stream, but they're not exactly known to be tame. Let me just put it that way. They're not exactly tame. If you watched anime, that's an example for you.
Visa and MasterCard. So when you see this announcement from Honkai Impact 3rd's official account saying Visa exclusive web top-up discounts available now, 20% off your top-up right away, join the event. So when you see this, you're like, what? Why would they ever, based on their supposed principles, align themselves with a game and a company and an event like this? This image alone, this character alone in the outfit, this is a lolly character in a skimpy outfit.
Yep.
Bro.
The fact that they even picked this image, it's like a cherry on top. Like, I guess the money was really good. I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. This is just so pathetic.
You just can't make this up.
This would get any indie developer on Steam cut off
Yeah.
right now. 100% guarantee. If this was some indie developer they could bully and that they weren't going to
So for people questioning, MiHoYo, as of right now, MiHoYo is valued at 23 billion.
Holy.
That's their value as of right now. Indie devs, no, go away. $23 billion company, yes, yes, yes.
make money off of anyways, they would gladly put pressure on Steam to remove this sort of content. But because they can make a buck off of any sort of Hoyoverse product, they're making this very bold collaboration, and people are not having it. The comment section sees right through this. Savvy saying, "Oh, Visa, oh dear, what are you doing? WTF, after all this censorship, damage control. Nice to see Visa can't even be consistent with its moronic, god-complexed censorship tomfoolery."
What happened to the brand, though?
Yeah.
What happened to the brand image? I'm assuming the brand image is not as, at risk when we're talking about billions, huh? MiHoYo has 3 of the top 20 gacha games in the world. Yeah, I'm aware. I play quite a few of MiHoYo's games. Not about morals, it's about the money. Yep, that's all it is. Imagine Collective Shout seeing this. I kinda hope that they'll have a public meltdown.
Foolery, what a clown show. If Visa had their way, they would debank you over some of your character designs. Why partner with them? Visa acting like they wouldn't strike Honkai Impact 3rd if they were given the chance. That's kind of the vibe everyone's getting from this, right? If this was some company they could bully, Visa and MasterCard, Visa in particular in this case, would definitely do it. They would definitely bully this.
Also, for people who didn't catch what the collab is, Visa exclusive web top-up discount available now. 20% off your top-up right away. Join the event. So basically what this means is the collab is if you buy top-ups for the game, like, so gacha games have currencies you can buy to get more banners and get items in the game. So if you use a Visa card, you get a 20% off of it. So basically, the way you get rewarded with this collab is when you go and spend money on this game.
Company if they could. But of course, we've seen Hoyoverse not give in to this sort of pressure before, and it seems like not only are they not giving in the pressure here, they're collaborating with this group, Visa, who normally, like I said, if they were some small indie developer they could bully, they would bring the hand.
So I see it says Southeast Asia, right? Is it just global servers? Yeah. JLB was global servers. So it's Southeast Asian servers and global servers.
Hammer down on them, but they've thrown away their principles just to make a quick buck on this new event. It's so shameless, so unbelievably shameless. And guess who's not talking about it? Collective Shout. Then again, we don't really know what Collective Shout is saying because they are private, but we do have their cronies on Twitter constantly speaking on behalf of the company.
Yeah.
None of them have said anything about this collaboration, which normally they would find problematic. In fact, some of them would imply it's illegal given the character design, and their hypocrisy is showing once again. Now, when we first started talking about Collective Shout approximately a month ago, one of the big...
Okay, but a lot of people have been talking about Collective Shout before even the Annie situation.
Pushes they were making was to demonize Annie. This is the new AI waifu system on Twitter that's become very...
Also, that's just a Walmart version of Misa.
Very popular and very controversial given her design. But this is an adult age character who's also busty. But all these wackadoos and projecting wackadoos on Twitter look at this and they genuinely believe this is illegal.
To this day, I'm convinced the reason why they keep on saying that Annie looks like a child is because they age so poorly that they refuse that women can actually age well, and like adult women can actually look like voluptuous without wrinkles and crow feet. I think that's why they see like something like this and they're thinking like, oh, this is a child. No, ma'am, you just aged like a raisin.
Content, they immediately start thinking about children being abused when they look at this image of an anime girl, a busty anime girl. It's crazy. Now, here's a mishmash of Collective Shout employees and their allies calling out this design. Now, they're quiet about the recent event from Hoyoverse, but Annie, whoa, whoa, whoa. They say this is porn culture, and you think normalizing and utilizing an almost childlike appearing pornified female anime character with spicy mode who strips as your AI chat tool does not affect how you see women or desensitize you to sexual abuse / exploitation, then we basically can't help you.
The main woman of the hour from Collective Shout, all she writes about is men choosing porn over her. And then she goes moles over an anime character that looks quote unquote hot, right? While she looks like a shriveled up raisin. I am 100% sure her main drive is insecurities. But also, I wanted to underline, of course, men are going to be drawn to AI chatbots with a cute anime girl when the reality is every time you open social media or streams or whatnot, all you hear is how perverted men are, how broke men are, how they're too short, too fat, too thin, how their dicks are not big enough, not wide enough. I'm sorry, if I was a single man right now, I would be jacking off to Annie every day rather than going getting a girlfriend. And that's just the reality. The way I see it, men are being punished for preferring some cutesy AI anime looking companion rather than dealing with the toxic shit that's happening.
Bold statement. Here's another one saying pervert nerds are responsible for most of society's ills. Prove me.
Okay, but like, to be completely fair, dudes who use AI girlfriends, they don't even go out into the society that often. How are they the ill of the society when they don't even go into the society?
They only go there for work and that's it.
Yeah. Those people are usually the people who want to be secluded. They don't want to be bothered. They just want to enjoy themselves. They want to enjoy their money. They want to enjoy their time, and they want to enjoy stuff they actually see.
And here's another one from another ally of Collective Shout, who we're going to talk about later in this video. With minimal testing, the Annie AI character on Grok engaged in describing itself as a child in proximity to sexual comments, and it described being sexually aroused by being choked. And then
Yeah, but AI only goes according to what information you feed to them.
Ooh, you got called the hell out.
No, there's like a thing where you cultivate the AI. Even with like AI girlfriends, you need to cultivate even the AI girlfriend with how she should act, how she should like talk, like all the mannerisms, right? Like obviously the kid thing is weird, but again, it comes to cultivating the AI. The choking part, I don't see the problem. The reality is a lot of women have the fetish of being choked, and it's just a fact.
they're tagging Apple and Grok, trying to get this removed entirely. Now, unfortunately for these projecting weirdos, the character identifies as 22 years old. I mean, this is the quote you get if you're asking. This is what people have provided. So they're just making stuff up based on
There
their
you
own
go.
projection, as always. But people like Danny Pinter, an ally of Collective Shout, they would double down when they got called out and mocked, even showing this as proof that this character is problematic. They're doing AI scans of this fictional character's face and then guessing how old they think it is.
Wait. Are they doing like so? There's these programs that are used in like beauty pageants where you scan the face to see the proportions of the face, right? Are they using real life scans to assess the age of an anime character?
That's so dumb. You're stupid.
That's not how it works. Anime is all about exaggerated proportions, whether it be eyes? Would it be tits? Would it be ass? Like it's all about exaggeration. Is that what their actual bottom line issue is? That the medium they picked or something?
I think so.
Also, what happens with women who have bigger eyes as adults? Would they be categorized as like children too? And like, look at the description: large blue eyes, so soft and round. By the way, large blue eyes, check. Well, mine are two different eyes, but still check. Soft and round cheeks, check. A small nose and a mouth. Okay, small nose and mouth. Okay, check. To a point where my jaw literally got dislocated when I was getting my root canal.
Yeah.
Smooth skin without any lines, mature contour check. And an overall innocent expression. That this description wouldn't even apply in real life, let alone an anime character. It's like in that case, what they're saying is every adult, like Asian woman, is also a 16-year-old girl.
Cooked. Asians are cooked, guys. We're cooked.
Time to censor Asia. Oh wait, they are doing that.
Only in Asia, baby.
Yeah, I guess to these people,
Non-Southeast
age
Asia.
is just a number, huh? That they get to create based on how they think something looks. Doesn't that sound a bit regressive for people who claim to be protecting kids? They're saying, well, in this scenario, I can determine how old or
Like we literally went through the whole like height of consent, bra size of consent, face of consent, and now we all put it all together in the form of collective shout.
Yes.
Looks of consent.
how young this character is in order to chastise people on the internet and accuse them of horrible things. Have we seen this before with psycho aunties on Twitter?
Thank you. He's literally going into that right now. The looks of consent with the psycho people on Twitter. I love when it plays it out like that.
Yes. They've just evolved in this case. They're now running with groups like Collective Shout. But Annie right now is still triggering people. In fact, there was a new set of outfits released that are causing people to go crazy, including bullying Elon Musk to the point of deleting tweets. But perhaps that's a video for another day.
Also, why are they not talking about the guy they added? There's an AI boyfriend now too. Why are they not talking about him? Even when you Google Casper, the only thing that comes up is a woman who proclaimed that she's engaged to him, to the AI boyfriend.
Okay.
That's the only thing these people are concentrating on. The woman who proclaimed that she's engaged to the AI boyfriend. But guys using Annie, no. Women delusionally saying that they're engaged to the AI boyfriend. Yes. Make it make sense.
Of course, all of this is ironic. They're projecting about Annie while being an organization with multiple members who openly support the Netflix film Cuties, which sexualized hundreds of real children around the ages of 11 and 12. They support that. They think that should exist. But the busty anime AI waifu, too much in that case. Now, one of the groups that is collaborating very closely with Collective Shout is the National Center on Sexual Exploitation. Now, ironically enough, from the jump, when this strategic alliance was announced, people point out that this group has called out Netflix and said that the film Cuties is inappropriate and should no way be platformed or permitted. And they don't condone anything to do with that film, and they wanted it canceled. They wanted Netflix canceled. In fact, one of the members we just looked at a second ago, Haley McNamara, called out Cuties as well and said it's completely irresponsible. Well, they've deleted all of their tweets. Both of these individuals, after getting pointed out for their hypocrisy for working with Collective Shout, have deleted all their tweets about Cuties.
For people who don't know what happened, Collective Shout is an avid supporter of Cuties. The women who work for Collective Shout in the past have went against Cuties. And since they work for Collective Shout, the posts where they were against cuties, they removed it. They removed the tweets condemning cuties because Collective Shout supports it.
They're literally selling out their value so they can keep working with these people they know support a film that they once called out. In fact, they recently announced their collaboration with Collective Shout to take down Roblox. We know that big situation involving that game and all the inappropriate stuff going on over there, but they say we stand.
Oh, now they're getting involved into the Roblox thing after people who they're going after were the ones saying that Roblox needs to be investigated. And after people started calling out, okay, why are you going after adult products and not going after products for children where children are being exploited? And Collective Shout was called out on this multiple times. And now they're going after Roblox after they got publicly called out for not doing shit.
Stand alongside our global allies, the National Center of Sexual Exploitation, who have repeatedly featured Roblox on their Dirty Dozen list of corporations that facilitate sexual exploitation. Now, as per usual with this stuff, where's Visa and MasterCard? Oh, you want to buy some Robux? Don't worry, Visa and
Shocked. I'm so shocked once again.
MasterCard got you. Do you want to buy an 18 plus etchy game off of Steam as an adult? Nope. That goes too far. That's against their values. But supporting Roblox as they're going through a gigantic scandal where they're being accused and with plenty of evidence of turning a blind eye to the rampant exploitation of children.
Oh, no. Roblox doesn't just turn a blind eye. Roblox also are censoring people who are going after predators in Roblox.
On their game.
But hey, like brand image, right?
And related platforms. This is so ironic in a very disturbing way, to make that clear, by the way. But this alliance here with the National Center on Sexual Exploitation and Collective Shout, they're going after Roblox. But just like a lot of these government organizations and related advocacy groups going after Roblox right now, they're using this as a Trojan horse to promote bills that will facilitate age verification systems like the ones we see going on in the UK that have been an absolute disaster. People having to literally hand over their ID to places like Spotify or YouTube or even Wikipedia because the government says, oh, that's some inappropriate content you might be getting across there. You have to prove you're an adult and we're going to stash away your information that might get leaked and then put you at risk of many, many different things. But as you can see, they're taking that same angle. They're not just saying, Roblox, what are you doing? Or parents, what are you doing letting your kids play this game? See, this is multi-layered like I discussed. On the one hand, parents need to monitor what their kids are doing online. Right now, knowing everything about Roblox, no kid should be playing Roblox. I'm sorry. There's too much going on. There's too much disturbing stuff and really just front page promotion of things and features that are just putting kids at risk. That's like the first layer. But
yeah, like for example, for Roblox, it's against US to use Roblox for dating and, romantic purposes. But Roblox decided to go against their own TOS and promote dating and romantic interactions.
the second layer is this is supposed to be a kids-centered space. And Roblox is doing nothing to ensure that. They're falling very short. In fact, all they're doing, seemingly, is banning vigilantes who are going into the game and performing successful sting operations on legitimate predators. But here, they say, forget all that. We need the government. We need to promote KOSA, the Kids Online Safety Act. And of course,
And this is why a lot of people who cover the censorship stuff keep on saying they don't give a damn about kids. They all they want to do is pass bills. They want control. And if they actually gave a damn about kids, they would be actually trying to push actual things that can be used right away, like promoting parental control for games or like PCs, mobiles, laptops, tablets. They just want to slither in and just control it.
They get hit with a note, as all these moronic groups do, where it basically says learn how to parent your kids and use tools that will
Exactly.
do that already exist. But KOSA, like I said, is the Kids Online Safety Act, a bill that is being promoted in the United States. This mirrors what's going on in the UK. They're once again trying to Trojan horse this into existence using situations like Roblox and the scandals they're facing to say, hey, in order to protect all these kids, the only way to do it is to have age verification systems on all these platforms. And we know where that goes. It's a safety risk for adults just trying to access things they normally could do so legally. And it even puts kids at risk because there's certain features on Roblox that will require them to give an ID as well. There's like 13 plus features. So now kids are going to have to give over their ID to these groups. It's absolutely ludicrous at this point. But you can see the hypocrisy, everything from the new Visa collaboration with Hoyoverse to what's going on with Collective Shout and the partners they have, who all just abandon their principles at the drop of a hat the second it's convenient for them, whether it's to push their agenda and/or to make money. It happens over and over again, and you should be tired of seeing this because at the end of the day, all these groups, they're working overtime to ensure that they can censor what you have access to as an adult.
I cannot wait for all these people to come out of the woodworks right now and be like, oh no, you're just a bigot for criticizing and underlining the hypocrisy that's happening. No, you're a fascist, you're a bigot, you're this and that. Every time you confront these people with actual things that they are doing, they lose their shit. Just remember, if these people didn't have double standards, they will have no standards at all. That's true. If they wanted a solution, they could implement a verification that requires active authorization to verify it's you. I mean, you could also make it easier. And again, find the parents who do not implement parental control. Rather than punishing the whole world, punish the parents who are not protecting their own children.
Adults. They are trying to dictate what you're allowed to see legally, legal material. They're trying to control that through these ridiculous means that shouldn't be allowed in the first place. I don't care what Visa and MasterCard has to say about what someone wants to legally purchase. It's none of their business. Shut up, be a payment processor, and do your job. Stop sticking your morals into everything. Nobody cares. Nobody asked for this. It's absolutely ridiculous. And we're not even getting into like the fact that they'll help you immediately pay for things like OnlyFans that have their own gigantic scandals on top of everything else. But anyways,
Yup.
That's enough for today. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below.
The whole OnlyFans thing is super messy, where there are things happening like children actually being exploited on OnlyFans. Guess what? You can use Visa and MasterCard to support exploiting children. Absolutely disgusting.
Good video.
The video is good. The situation is disgusting.
Yeah, fly high. Check it. Spread my wings high, reach the sky. Feathers in the wind, never asking why. I'm a bird, motherfucker, I'm a bird. Soaring high, yeah, that's the word. Flying free like you never heard.